Want to figure out how to conjugate French reflexive verbs and use reflexive pronouns? Watch this video to get 100% clear on these French reflexive pronouns and start using them straight away. For all of my best French lessons, learning tips, and step-by-step explanations of the French language and culture, subscribe to my channel, click the bell below to be notified every time I share a new video. Perhaps you're not sure what these reflexive verbs are and how to use these pronouns, but don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have a straightforward explanation and some simple examples so that you can understand these once and for all. I'm Tavy Baisley, founder of French Speak, and I've had the pleasure to help thousands of learners just like you to understand this grammar concept. So now it's your turn. Most infinitive verbs in French are just one word. Par exemple, manger, parler, partir, vendre, and irregular ones too, such as être, avoir, aller. The infinitive of reflexive verbs is made up of two words. The first word is always se. So when we conjugate it, it will need a reflexive pronoun between the subject and the verb. Here are some reflexive verbs. Par exemple, se lever, to get oneself up. Se laver, to wash oneself. Se préparer, to get oneself ready. Other verbs don't always sound right with the word oneself. Par exemple, se coucher, to go to bed. S'amuser, to have fun. Se promener, to go for a walk. Unfortunately, there's no way to know in advance if a verb is reflexive. Through practice, you will start noticing and recognizing them. Depending on the sentence and its subject, you'll need to add the reflexive pronoun. So it will be me, te, se, nous, vous, and ce. These reflexive pronouns will be placed between the subject and the conjugated verb. If me, te, se have to be placed before a verb that starts with a vowel or the letter H, they'll become M apostrophe, T apostrophe, S apostrophe. Par exemple, je me lève le matin. Je m'amuse ici. Tu te couches tard, en général? Nous nous amusons. If you want to turn one of these sentences into a negative, you will have to remember to frame the verb. Put ne before and pas after. With our extra pronoun, we will need to remember to keep the pronoun stuck to the verb. Par exemple, je ne me lave pas dans un bain. Tu ne te couches jamais tard d'habitude. Nous ne nous amusons pas ici. Alors, it's time to practice. My challenge for you is to make a list of 3 reflexive verbs that you will start to include in your French. Pop your verbs in the comments below and let's see what a nice list we can create. So now, let's look at all the pronouns together with one example in the present tense using the verb se préparer, to get ready. This is how it goes. Je me prépare, tu te prépares, il se prépare, nous nous préparons, vous vous préparez, elle se prépare. Now, if you haven't watched my other videos yet, to discover some other French basic pronouns, how to use them and say them, I'll be sure to link to them in the description below. Alors, voilà mes amis. Now you know exactly what French reflexive verbs and pronouns are and how to use them so that you can start incorporating them in your own French sentences. But what if you're not sure how to assemble basic sentences yet? Well, I've created a free mini training called My First French Lesson to teach you all the basics. If you would like it, it's in the link below. I'll pop it in the description for you. Also, if you want to join a community of learners just like you, I've created a private group on Facebook to help you unlock your French. It's called Unlock Your French with French Speak. I will link to it in the description below. It's where I share lessons, practice opportunities, and challenges to help you put together what you know, ask questions, build your confidence in learning, improve some more, and ultimately speak more French. If you liked this video, I would be so grateful for you to give it a like, share this video with another friend who might be learning French just like you, and subscribe to the French Speak channel. I'd also love to see any comments you have on whether this video was helpful to you, whether you have further questions, and maybe you're looking at other pronouns. Tell me below. I can't wait to see your feedback and help you further in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Merci du fond du cœur. Thanks from the bottom of my heart. Finally, make sure to go check out these videos on the French Speak YouTube channel to learn more about French basics explained simply. If you enjoyed this video, the best way to say j'aime cette vidéo is by giving it a thumbs up. Merci d'avance.